Killed you, motherfucker. You crazy? I don't know the fuck you think they play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I don't play no motherfucking games.
A special birthday that you did a week long, or no, that's just how you live?
That's the Money Mayweather lifestyle.
Wow.
The boxing world has been shaken by a surge of nostalgia blended with serious competitive tension. Two icons from completely different generations are now linked in an unexpected clash that few ever imagined would happen. That on one side stands Floyd Mayweather, the flawless defensive mastermind who retired with an untouched 50-0 record, known for his precision, discipline, and ability to neutralize every opponent he faced. On the other is Roy Jones Jr., a once-in-a-lifetime athletic marvel whose speed, creativity, and explosive style made him look unbeatable in his prime. Before any physical exchange could even be considered, Mayweather has already thrown the first verbal strike, and it came with clear intensity rather than respect. To understand the weight of this moment, it helps to go back. During the 1990s and early 2000s, Roy Jones Jr. was operating on another level entirely. He dominated elite competition with ease, often making top-tier fighters appear outmatched. And he did it while moving across multiple weight divisions, as if it were second nature.
Because Roy was nothing if not smart.
Right.
Roy was brilliant, okay? And Roy very assertively fought in a style that would limit harm.
Wow,
he didn't want to get hurt.
His gifts. I mean, what a guy. Like, who else in recent memory
there's
led
heavyweight
with
boxing
left
and then
hooks?
there's weight class boxing. Ali is the unique physical specimen in heavyweight boxing.
Right.
Roy is the unique physical specimen in weight class.
But there's a crucial difference in how their legacies were built. Roy may have stood at the top during his prime, but Floyd constructed something bigger than dominance inside the ropes. He built a whole business model around his name and career. He didn't just collect victories. He systematically solved every challenge placed in front of him, shutting down every style and every highly promoted next threat that was supposed to stop him. Meanwhile, as Roy's career moved into its later stages, the losses began to stack up. Floyd, on the other hand, never experienced that downfall. His unbeaten record stayed intact from start to finish, becoming both his identity and the shield that defines his greatness.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights, or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
The greatest of all time.
When news surfaced that Floyd Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. would be sharing the spotlight in a major crossover event, the boxing community was instantly divided on what it actually meant. Some saw it as a light exhibition built around nostalgia, a chance for two all-time greats to showcase their skills one more time for the fans. Others wondered if there was something deeper underneath, whether this was simply entertainment or a subtle battle for legacy and pride between two of the sport's most celebrated figures.
You want to fight? Come on, man. I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well.
You think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing.
If Floyd's recent comments are anything to judge by, this is far from a playful exhibition. He made it clear in his own words that Roy needs to be fully prepared. Floyd pointed out that this isn't 1996 anymore, stressing that he's operating in a completely different era now. That single statement was enough to set social media ablaze. He didn't need to elaborate further. The implication was obvious. Roy is now entering Floyd's domain, and that shift in context says everything.
in the beginning of my career, when I was a knockout artist, for over 10 years, I was a knockout artist until my hands and my body broke down. Because when I was a knockout artist, they was like, Floyd can't go the distance. Then once I got older and my body broke down, I started going the distance. Then they said, you know, Mayweather can't knock anyone out. So
you had to show him.
I mean, you know.
That's where the real significance comes in. Roy was most dangerous when he trusted his extraordinary reaction time. He would deliberately keep his guard low, draw his opponent in, make them swing, and barely miss. then snap back with blistering fast counters.
They love, like, you know, elite combat sports athletes, and Roy Jones Jr. in his prime was the fucking man.
When you talk about the all-time greats, you can, in his prime, he may have, I would say he's the best technician ever.
One of the best athletes that's ever competed in boxing. He was so fast.
Think about that one round he had with Vinny Pazienza, where only round in
CompuBox history.
Yeah, in CompuBox history where Vinny Pazienza couldn't land a punch.
But time doesn't show any mercy. Those explosive reflexes have clearly dulled with age. Floyd, meanwhile, relied on something far more durable: his timing, fight intelligence, and surgical accuracy. Unlike physical attributes, those skills don't deteriorate in the same way over the years. That's exactly why, even at 48, he still looks so composed and precise. It's also why, in sparring, he can make fighters decades younger seem one step behind him.
How many push-ups can you do in one round?
Well, the most I ever done was probably, I started doing 436 push-ups a day. Then I went from 436 to 872. Then I went to 1308, so I was doing 1,300 push-ups a day. When I got out, I done 141, but just regular is 100.
A regular is 100.
Yes.
But 141's the limit.
That's what I done. Straight 100.
Straight. You know what? That makes me not feel so bad that I've hit 50 before. I feel like 1/3 to Floyd is not bad.
And it's not like he's been inactive either. Floyd has stayed in fighting shape through exhibition bouts around the world. From Japan to Dubai to London, he stepped into the ring against a mix of opponents, including MMA fighters and professional boxers. Each time, he's walked away without taking damage, not because the competition lacks skill, but because Floyd excels at dictating the rhythm of a fight and staying out of danger while still controlling every exchange.
I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style. My dad taught me to show the rope. But the thing is this, I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. And somebody said, the Philly shell. Now, my thing is this, I love Philadelphia. At the end of the day, that's the Mayweather deal.
Roy hasn't exactly been inactive himself. He stepped into the ring for that 2020 exhibition against Mike Tyson, a bout that went viral worldwide. Even though the official result was ruled a draw, a lot of viewers felt Tyson was the one pushing the action forward. Roy did manage to show brief moments of his old brilliance, but his movement clearly wasn't at the level it once was. Overall, the fight didn't fully live up to the hype and left many fans underwhelmed.
I remember watching Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. and it was like two guys beating each other up in baby diapers or whatever. It was
baby diapers.
Yeah, bring it up. They were wearing like big diapers or whatever.
No, they were wearing cups. There's a protector that boxers wear that's different than the protector that MMA fighters wear. I believe really, truly, to my core, that they made an agreement where Mike Tyson was only going to hit him to the body full blast.
That's exactly why Floyd's statement hits even harder when you really unpack it. What he's basically saying to Roy is, if stepping in with Tyson already had you uneasy, just picture what it's like trying to solve a puzzle against someone you can't even land clean shots on at that point. The conversation stops being about confidence and turns into something bigger than a single matchup. It becomes a debate over legacy, fueled by two very different groups of supporters. that Roy's side often argues he came up in a rougher, more physically demanding era, where he routinely faced larger, stronger fighters right at their peak. Meanwhile, Floyd's supporters highlight his flawless record, insisting he never took a loss, never sidestepped elite opposition, and stayed at the top level for more than 20 years without a single defeat.
Speaking of boxing, do you think Floyd's the GOAT?
Oh, undeniably. I don't even think it's close. Yeah,
Okay.
As far as like an actual fighter for fight, like fight for fight, pound for pound, Floyd, how can he not be the greatest? Like, as far as like, he's never lost. He's the greatest defensive fighter without a doubt.
Even close.
I don't even think it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Floyd's been hit hard maybe 4 times in his career.
It's not a debate.
He's touched the floor 1 time, bro.
It's not a debate.
How do you fight 50 times and touch the floor 1?
The press conferences leading up to the fight have already carried a clear tension in the air. Floyd remains composed, leaning back with that quiet, almost taunting confidence, speaking in a low voice and rarely showing emotion. Roy, on the other hand, is far more expressive. He talks with fire, insisting he still has enough in the tank to surprise everyone watching. Whenever Roy starts listing what he achieved in his prime, Floyd quickly shuts it down, pointing out that the past doesn't matter anymore and that history doesn't change what happens in the present. even from their exchanges. It's obvious this isn't the kind of matchup where respect turns into friendship afterward.
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go ever top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got the 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano. Right. So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect that? You feel me? So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do that. So what pisses me off is that I've had fights that I tried to promote in Vegas at the time with that same commissioner. He would let a 13-5 guy fight a 13-0 guy, but you would let a 0-0 fight a 48-0? But that shows you that it's all gotta be about the money.
Behind the scenes, things are getting even more intense, with reports suggesting Floyd has stepped his training back up to a level reminiscent of his 2015 form. Those who have been sparring with him claim he looks unusually sharp, almost like he's regained that old ability to anticipate punches before they fully develop. Roy, meanwhile, isn't treating this as a light assignment either. He's been going rounds with younger, aggressive sparring partners who can actually crack, just to simulate real danger in the ring. His work has been centered on tightening his punch combinations and squeezing every bit of speed left in his arsenal. He's also added strength and conditioning specialists to his camp, making sure his body can keep up if Floyd drags him into a fast, grinding pace.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect, because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron and Mike, I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could be that. You feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
The few moments where Roy Jones Jr. showed cracks in his prime usually came when opponents forced him into uncertainty, when he couldn't clearly read whether to fire or hold back for fear of being countered. His rhythm would stall. Floyd Mayweather is fully aware of that pattern, and he plans to exploit it by leaning heavily on his fight intelligence to manufacture those split-second doubts inside the ring.
If I can turn your attention to a little bit of online beef, we saw Roy Jones here, you know, him and Floyd Mayweather getting after it. Just what are your thoughts? I know you watch it because I can see the smile on your face.
It's two uncles, man, going at it, man. I don't know what to say. I'm, you know, I don't even know how to feel about it. I mean, I do know this. They're fighters, and you know, entertainers and fighters, they're sensitive about their work. And as tough as fighters are, they are sensitive. Nobody wants you messing with their legacy or even hinting at messing with their legacy and saying anything against their legacy. So I guess Roy said something that Floyd didn't, you know, respect, and Floyd responded in Floyd Mayweather fashion.
Is anybody wrong?
And Roy responded in RJ fashion. You know, straight to the camera, no edited footage. I'm to your face, what's up? So who's wrong? I'm not gonna get in that. I just, you know, it's tough, man. They're fighters, bro. I don't care if they're 70, they're gonna be talking like this. So I really don't have an opinion in terms of who's right and wrong. I just understand.
Manny Pacquiao didn't soften his stance either. He came out firmly backing Roy Jones Jr. in his view. Roy wouldn't just edge the fight. He'd actually stop Floyd inside the distance.
I'm Roy Jones.
I'll follow you. Roy Jones, Roy Jones. You know Roy Jones, right?
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you very
Let me
much.
get a shout out for Team Locked In. You agree with me? Roy Jones. Roy Jones is in his prime. Man, like, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime?
Oscar de la Hoya looked at things from a different perspective, emphasizing the psychological side of the sport.
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Yes.
No comment.
Rolly Romero.
I actually like him. I actually like Rolly because I spend a little time with him. He doesn't talk smack. He's like quiet and he does his thing. You know, he had a good fight against Ryan. Yeah, I think he's a nice guy.
Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're going to attack Floyd's character, he's going to attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're going to try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun because I can.
What is the beef with you guys? It's Edgar, it's Rolly. They all seem to come at you so personally. Even Shakur, that's the next one. Give me one with Shakur. Like, what is the issue?
Well, because I have all the guys that are winners. That's it. You know, we promote, we do what we do best at Golden Boy Promotions, and they're trying to take us down. It's okay. Hey, you don't have to take me down. I'm just a promoter. Go fight your fight and win. I mean, that's it.
Bernard Hopkins gave a more strategic interpretation, arguing that Floyd is adopting a dangerous but calculated method.
I think it was more of a show of a man vulnerability at that moment when Roy was fighting Tarver, I believe, or Glenn Johnson. One thing that I've learned over the years, and I was a villain of it, to put a man down when he's down at his side or when he's down by a punch. I'll say that if you look at Roy Jones' defeats and you look at his longevity of victory and very unorthodox, unusual, probably never be again style that he had, I think that good of him in his era will always, and stands now, overshadows anything that went the opposite, means defeat. Roy Jones' rewards and his victories supersede 10 times than his defeats. That's the way I'll answer that.
The conversation took a more personal turn when Jeff Mayweather stepped in. With his deep understanding of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fighting style, he stressed that if Floyd is truly committed to this strategy, then he's all in mentally and physically.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
Roy Jones Jr., on the other hand, has made his stance very clear. He insists this isn't simply about money for him. Instead, he frames it as a statement about identity, proving that real fighters never truly walk away from a sport.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. Look, TMT has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
That brings us to the end of today's video. If you found it helpful or enjoyable, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're always updated with our latest uploads, but we'd also love to hear your feedback. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.